no matter what the time, what the time of the day is, what the month of the year is. If you ask a conservative Republican about taxes, they will always say, let's cut taxes.
Well, where taxes are at the federal and in Illinois at the state level, it has always been a good time to cut taxes because taxes have been way too high on work and investment. So if you want to spur entrepreneurial activity, then you need to reward it, and that's what we're not doing. And that's why even the Deficit Commission just came out with a recommendation to lower our national corporate tax because it's uncompetitive with the rest of the world. So this isn't about Republican, Democrat. This is about common sense.
The Deficit Commission still wants to raise taxes, don't they? On that. There's going to be a tax for every $3 in cut in spending. As I understand it, they're proposing a $1 increase in taxes.
I understand that I'm not adopting all of the recommendations of the Deficit Commission.
Would that be a bad balance?
Yes.
$3 cut in spending, $1 increase in taxes.
Yes, it would be because
you don't think there should be any increase in taxes?
It's a false trade-off, which is what they usually do with these deficit commissions. It's a false trade-off because they bought into the conventional pablum that we need a combination of spending cuts and tax increases, and the tax increases always come to finance the status quo, and the spending cuts are always ephemeral.
But as you point out, they're cutting the corporate rate significantly.
They're proposing to. They're proposing to. But only from 36 to 26, which is, we need to go further down than that.
But that'll make it pretty low relative to other countries.
No. I mean, look at Canada's proposing cutting their corporate tax in half down to 15%.
Where's Canada right now?
About 30.
Okay, so relative to the current rates, it would make us lower than Canada.
Yes, but we're the second highest. We have the second highest corporate tax at the federal level in the world.
Okay, so you're saying they should go further, but you like the direction.
I like that one proposal. What I'm saying is
also marginal rates of taxation by that Deficit Commission are proposed to be cut significantly as well. Yeah, you must agree with that.
I do.
So you compliment them on that.
I do.
They're doing what you say.
Well,
they're raising the incentive to work, save, and invest on
those specific proposals, right?
And on the other hand, they're removing all these deductions. Is that a good idea?
I think the tax code should be simplified. I do.
So you agree with that?
I'm not, a lot of the deductions and loopholes are used to basically dish out favors to specialized protected classes and industries and companies. And that's that crony capitalism that I reject wholeheartedly. It should be simple, and taxes should be simple, the code should be simple, and rates should be low.
And so it's a politician's game. They like to play this, have a very complex tax code, and they can trade contributions, get contributions for deductions, essentially.
Yeah.
That's why the House Ways and Means Committee is so popular, because those folks get to get contributions for things, deductions, and other things they hand out.
Yeah,
All right? That's how the game plays.
And it's the Accountants Full Employment Act.